Hello everybody, this is Fragger here from Achievement Hunter, here to do another episode of Retroactive. The series we explore a game or a series of games from all over video gaming, where we talk about them being maybe remakes, things along those lines, reissues, whatever the fuck people calling it these days, or maybe an entirely new start to the series. Or maybe an spiritual successor. I don't fucking know. We play video games. So speaking of playing video games, let's dig into this week's target, which is Metal Storm. Metal Storm was a game that was developed by IRM all the way back in 1991 for the NES. This was a game that was pretty cool in the fact that you play as a mech and you shoot dudes, but you have the power to control gravity. So you can either stick to the ceiling or, walk along the floor. Other than that, it's a fairly traditional power-up based shooter, but with some really cool stages and the fact that it wasn't too harsh in the difficulty. Where most games would punish you from dying by giving you limited continues, this game actually, didn't do that. So it was actually quite fun and entertaining to play. Problem is, fucking nobody played it. It was a game that really fell on deaf ears and no one played this game, which is why this game has fallen to obscurity, which I'm hoping to cure today. So, why is this game worth it, and why should this game be played today? Well, for starters, it's a game where, you play as a mech. Those games are fun. You don't have a ton of those games these days. But other than the traditional thing, the whole gravity mechanic is very good and very underused in games these days. There's very few of them that use it. The only game that uses it in the way that Metal Storm uses it is the game VVV. And that game only has it for platforming elements, whereas this game also uses it in combat elements too. You actually also fight bosses using your gravity shift, which is pretty damn cool. This game also has a pretty awesome set of bosses and a few really neat stages, like a level where you're entirely in a box and you have to dodge things, which is pretty well done. I actually quite enjoy that. This game has a ton of power-ups, but the thing that's really cool is you can only have one of them at a time, like a power-up to your gun, one that allows you to be invulnerable when shifting gravity to the ceiling and to the floor, and one that gives you a shield, which also destroys smaller enemies. That's quite nice. You have to choose between those three, and there's some levels where you really have to have one for a little while, you have to switch to another to defeat a boss easier. You've also got an ability that clears enemies off the screen, and you've also got one that gives you an extra hit, because it's one of those games that one hit and you're dead. But all in all, it's a very fun little game. You can easily pick it up and play it, just have quite a bit of fun. It's not too frustrating, specifically with the continuing aspect. And I guess this is, since there's not really that much else to talk about, it's an NES game. It's like 7 levels long. There's not much to fucking do in this. But it's a lot of fun. That's really where it shines. What I'd like to see from this game in the future is I would love to see this game either remade in HD, kind of like the way R-Type was done by IRM. That is fantastic. I would love to see this game expanded upon, made a little longer, and a nice in HD. I think this game would work really well with that. It's just a fun little title that you can easily pick up and play. It would also probably even work on phones, because it's all you do is jump, switch gravity, and shoot. The problem is that if you want to play this game today, it's currently not on a virtual console or any other platform, so have fun playing this game right now. But that's going to do it for me today, and I'll see you guys next week for one of the biggies. See you guys then.